where I got my Epiphyllum chrysocardium, large one. And here a Cylindricerius grandiflorus hanging. Amongst other succulents and cacti, they also have a lot of these guys in stock. This one is not like the chains of garden centers, which virtually has got the same stuff in stock, all of them. This garden center can do a little bit what they please. So here's where I got my Epiphyllum guatemalaense, Montrose, also referred to as curly soup. And here's another one, Cylindricerius grandiflorus, also referred to as Queen of the Night, cacti. Now I need to have this one. I just have to have her. Well, good evening, guys. Welcome to my Orchid channel. Today there's going to be a somewhat different video. It's not going to be about orchids this time around. It's going to be about epiphyllums. As you've probably seen before, I have tiny, in comparison to my orchid collection, everything is tiny. A tiny epiphyllum collection as well. So I don't think it's fun to take cuttings and divide stems and make them grow, make them root, and they are reasonable, easy to sell. In case you have the very specific and special and especially nice variety, you are able to sell them and cultivate a few. And also have medium-sized Hoya collection as well. So a little bit of this and a little bit of that. But that's why I tried to make a eBay purchase from a place called Epis, llum, from Spain. That seller had several epiphyllums out for sale, very cheap. So I guess they were all unrooted cuttings. I'm not sure. I tried to translate the Spanish by Google Translate, but it didn't really succeed. I was only able to translate a couple of sentences in a row at a time, so it would take forever to translate all of it. So I don't really know what was in the description really on each plant. But anyways, for each week, eBay added on 2 more weeks to the delivery. So today, eBay claims that I haven't received them yet, so I'm still going to get them on the 3rd of September, which is not true. So it took about 2 weeks, not 4 weeks. I was really good contact with the seller, who assured me that he or she has been shipping epiphyllums all the way to South America, and that took even longer, and they arrived in good condition and shape. So let's hope that she or he is right. My idea with this video is actually to, of course, unbox them, take a good look at them, provide some information on each and every one of them, and repot them. Maybe pot them up in some kind of medium suitable for these types of cuttings. And we're going to make an update and see if they're rooted or not, and how the root progression falls out. I'm a bit nervous. It's a very cute little leaflet here. Epis, llum, and you can see the email address and the website, telephone number and stuff like that. Valencia in Spain. She or he's got 400 different types of epiphyllums. I read. Let's see how they pack them. Yay! They look terrific. Oh, I'm holding one in my hand as well. This is something called Golden Sonny. And they were supposed to ship cuttings no smaller than 20 centimeter. Let's see now. And it certainly is larger than 20. It's 40 actually. So I'm able to divide it if I want to. If you don't, by any chance, do not know in which direction you should pot it up. Doesn't matter. The stem will adjust to the wrong direction and pretend that it's growing the other direction, so to speak. That's funny. Ah, seems like an old leaf, but it hasn't bloomed yet. No markings there. Well, that's great. Golden and sunny. Yeah, should be a yellow one, shouldn't it? Yeah, €7. Creamy beige, golden yellow. Yeah, Queen of the Night type. Night blooming one. Medium flowers. Is closely related to the Queen of the Night, which would be the EPIPHYLLUM CACTAE. Here you can see a picture of his flower. Gorgeous. And when I'm about to pot it up, you should choose the third. I got names, but I don't remember. I will call them nodes. So here, no water. Yeah. The wider the surface where the cut has been, the better chance on more roots. So V shape would have been better, like this, I think. Yeah, we shall see. Stem number 2. Whoa. Yeah. No name, but I don't think it's necessary to give it a name. Yeah, a better cut. More surface. But it ought to be the Selencereus Antonianus, the Rick-Rack or zigzag cacti. €5. Yeah, minimum 20 centimeters. They say. Yeah, it is 25. It's a nighttime bloomer. Large blooms. Beautiful flowers, but very, very difficult to get into bloom, I've heard. But it's nice to have it in a collection anyways. As I like the shape and form of the stems. Yes. Number 3. What can it be? Yeah, looks like a very old and worn out leaf. It is the one called L.D. I have no idea what it is. It is €9 one. The loveliest blooms of them all in this order. It's a round red flower with pink splashes to the center. It's a very old leaf. There's something's there. Not sure what. I'm not sure, but we shall see. We shall see. So, next cutting up on the table. It's actually the one, which was the purpose of this order in a way. It looks very sturdy. Yeah. Whew. Pegasus. This one's got pink, red and magenta colored flowers. Very large flowers. It's a €7 one. And I saw this one at the Orchid Channel Desert Plants of Avalon. She was showing her Pegasus in bloom. Yeah, I fell in love at first sight. So, well, first I saw it on eBay, of course, in this web shop. Then I looked it up and found a video of that Avalon channel. So, I loved it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. There's always a risk you take when you pot them up. Sometimes you need to try a couple of times and you'll end up with this end bit eventually, after all of the rest of the stem had rotted off. Yeah. Sometimes it just doesn't work. But sometimes, or most part of the times, it does, but you may fail with these types of plants as well. Yeah, this one is a cute one, the September one. €7 one. It's a salmony pink colored one. Beautiful plant. Let's see. It's over 20 centimeters. That's great. So now I got 5 plants. I'm not sure if I got 6 or 7. But we'll soon be aware. Yeah. This one is a little bit more soft. But it's the Rainbow Trio. Very nice one. €8. XX large flowers. With rounded deep pink and orangey. With dominating pink color, yeah. It looks like a dahlia, in a way. Should have very, very large blooms, yeah. A spring bloomer, easy to grow, I've heard. But you never know. As this one is relatively soft here. But it's not rotting, but it's soft, yeah. So, but it's 27, yes. No roots yet, or, yeah. No, not yet. Alright. Over to the last one. But the Talbot Loose is actually the whole name. Loose should be in the name as well. Yeah, I thought it was. They meant to lose cutting. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, Bertha Talbot. It's a pointy cherry red petals with white pink center. €8. What else? What else? What else? 40. Yes. So, that's great. Let's move over to the repotting and see what type of potting medium I'm going to use and what types of pots and so on and so forth. This is the first one I propagated ever in my life, my entire life. As I'm new to propagating these types of plants, not orchids. Orchid cacti, yeah. It's the Epiphyllum Frulings Gold. The little leaf, or shall we say stem, I found on the floor in a garden center. Yes, I stole that leaf. Yes, so I'm a thief now. Well, anyways, look. I stuck it down simply into a very tiny container with some coconut husk char, fine grade. Just for a while, I thought, until they rooted or something happened at least. Which it did, yeah. It rooted itself and I didn't water it, yeah, in case of rotting. But I did let it calce over for a while, so they were dry. The cut ends and bits were dry, really dry, before I put it down into the somewhat a little tiny bit moist coconut husk char. This kind. And the leaf even grew as long as it was arching over, drooping downwards, a bit too much for my liking. So I cut it one more time into 3 more sections. And that worked as well. They're all rooted now. And I guess you all know where I'm going with this. Yes, I have 7 plants, shall we see, and I have 7 high mics, clean ones, relatively, never used. Yeah. And I have right tool for it, and I will not keep this as one single leaf like this. There will only be a new growth to the tip, like always. It's gonna look even worse. So I would like to try this leaf out. It's relatively short in comparison, but cut it in half. Could be nice. Some say that you should count 1, 2, 3 holes or nodes, or they got a special name, but I forget. Anyways, I'm not so very into uh, all the criteria, special terms of the epiphyllum growing yet. Hopefully you know where I'm going anyways. So this short leaf, I won't cut it into 3 pieces. I will cut it into 2 pieces. It's still sturdy. It's got a lot of moisture. It's still plump. It's been in transport for over 2 weeks. But still relatively nice. This bit is very, very tiny. So I will propagate it a bit more. So it gets a wider surface where it can get some root out from. And even to there. Think could be better. I'm not sure. Maybe. Yeah. Doesn't matter. I need to wait. I still need to wait for 1 week. Let's see now. Bury it down to here. Be something at least. Yeah, so here somewhere. Yeah, maybe we're gonna cut it here with a real scissors. Yeah, disinfected and all. So where was I? Maybe. So it leaves us with most possible space to grow new roots. Yes, relatively clean cut. Could have been better, but I'm still a rookie, so just be patient. Yeah, 1 cup for these, so I do not mix them up. As the name's there and nothing else. Yeah, you see my point. Some people put them into a little pool, little reservoir, but yeah, that's not my intention. So down you go. Clean and disinfect again. Yeah, same goes for this rainbow trail. Whoa. Oh, sure, yeah. And maybe here. Something like that. Just right over. And we'll see how it goes. This will prevent it from creating this new growth to the tip, which will arch over and make the plant long and not compact. See what I mean? Look. I can see the tip is progressing. Tip roots. This one can stick itself down into another pot, the neighbor pot, the pot next to it, and root itself. So they can root from both directions. Doesn't matter to this guy. I just do what I please. So, yeah, this is wide enough. I won't touch that one. But, yeah, maybe here. 3. No, doesn't matter. It's all right. On this one, I'm not so sure that this one will make it. It's a very, very worn out, an old one. Well, not sure. But we can try. I can always buy it again. And a bit of hydration will probably plump up the leaves a bit and spray the leaves a bit. So maybe up here, just like this. Maybe. And let's try. This one is thick, beautiful. Yeah, look here. This one I will cut here. Where's fattest? Yes. Maybe here. Yes. End of no return. That one was the most valuable one for me, so. But don't hesitate, just do it. Yeah. This one as well. Right off. And let's see now. Maybe here. Straight over. This bit probably won't make it anyways. So I'll cut that one away. I think. No, we'll wait with that. Yeah, wait and see what happens. Okay. What about that one? I'm going to show you guys something else. Here we have my EPIPHYLLUM Angulica. Or Series Angulica. And this is the Antonianus, the rick-rack one. So, not so look-like as one would have thought. This one looks a little bit more like a fishbone on this one. So, how on earth can we even mix them up? Yeah, anyways, look. Tiny sections. All rooted. Yeah. At least into 2 sections. That's what I'm going to do with this guy. This difficult to bloom one. So 4. Something like that. Okay, maybe. Be nice. Alright. End of no return. Now, let us see what will happen. They're dried off. So guys, now the cuttings have been calloused off for almost 2 months. I can see some roots coming and some new growth even. I waited a bit too long, I think, so I wanted to have this one delivered before. This rooting powder, that's just a white flour-like powder, which will help with the rooting process for the cuttings, I've heard. So I wanted to do things properly, yeah. And I did a mix of sowing soil, cacti soil, some kind of soil with a very low amount of nutrients and fertilizer in it, yes. And that it looks like regular houseplant soil, yeah. And I added a bit of orchid bark pieces, perlite, and some charcoal, yeah, some charcoal. And this is the mix I'm using. I've been using for the cuttings. Now we want to see the cuttings. Yeah, I bet you want to see what they look like today, 2 months later. Meanwhile, I've upgraded a lot of things. The stand, new one, you saw it in a grow space tour. Yes. But they're down here. They don't really need that much light. So let's see if I can find them. Here's one. These are cacti, Antonianus. It looks like something is happening here. You can see a bit of roots coming. And you recognize, yeah, what do we see? Yeah, we see roots down here. That I didn't expect. I haven't been here for very long, perhaps a week. At a maximum 2 weeks. Here's another one. The Rainbow Trail. That's nursery, actually. Trail. Yeah. This variety is called Rainbow. You can see? It's growing. A good thing I pot them up in 2 transparent containers. I'm able to see what's going on in there. Yeah. A lot of cuttings. Golden insomnia. Look, extending the tip. Can't see any roots yet. I haven't watered them. I only misted the plants a little bit. Yeah. Pegasus. Look how well it's growing. This one was the most substantial one, the fattest one. The one I wanted to have the most. Looks like it's going to do fine. Bertha Talbot loose, on the other hand, looks like she's probably not going to make it. You can see she was very weak. This one is not transparent, unfortunately. September morn. You can see loads of stuff coming out. Area roots. I think this one is going to do fine. It's going to be okay. It's got loads of potential. And this one I did not believe in. This one called LD. Ah, look down there. There's a thin little root down there. And a couple of thin roots coming. So she's still... Yeah, there's still some life into these two very dry, old pieces. Wasn't the best of leaves he or she sent me. Not the best of cuttings, but they are resilient, really. Yeah. So, these are from another grower, another seller. But, yeah. I think they were, yeah. This is it. So it's really interesting to follow. And I've been buying a couple of this marketplace, the Swedish one. Swedish version of eBay. These are relatively newly potted ones, so I can't really expect a lot from them yet. This one is very promising. Roots all the way down there already. Yeah. So now I need to be very, very careful not to water them far too much during the colder season. Another way to see if they're rooted or not. You can suspect that this one is rooted, but you're not sure. Carefully pull it. Don't too hard. But and you can tell that it's stuck. Yeah. Same thing goes for this one. September morn. It's stuck. Yeah. But not all of them will root. That's perfectly normal. Some of them you need to struggle a bit longer with. Yeah. This one's been potted up for 2 months. Can barely see anything alive down there. And it's cut, see, the area which is going to root is quite tiny. Maybe I should try to cut it, to make the rooting area a little bit wider. And then we need to callus off a bit and repeat the cycle again. So, but we shall see. I have a couple which do not like to root. But what is this little interesting piece? Looks like a Selenocerius or Cereus plant. Almost looks like these two guys. Now you're curious, I believe. I actually got myself the Selenocerius, Grandiflorus, Queen of the Night. You can see, easily break. So that's what happened. I tried to stick it down here, but no, it just fell out again. But anyways, I won't complain, since I like this plant a lot. She is healthy. I think she needs to be a lot larger before she produces flowers. So I think I watered this one for the last time for a couple of months, yeah. I'm going to wait now. I'm going to let her dry and rest during the winter season. Otherwise she'll rot. So now I got her. some say that it's an improved species, so to speak. So in one way, they made the species a lot more resilient and easy to care for by refining the species itself. I don't really know how to do it, but I've heard that that's been the case with this one, and that the rare ones are quite difficult to find. But they create similar flowers, or equally in appearance, so, and I believe that that's what we're after. All right, now I got it, and thank you all so much for watching. Hope you liked this video, as well as my orchid videos. Take care, and we shall talk soon. Bye-bye.